What's up everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm here with my holiday gift guide for 2025. Most of these gifts I think could be used for either the woman in your life or the man in your life. And I'll also give some gift ideas that I've done for people in the past that I don't have here. And I'm also going to share my wish list because I think, it's very niche and very specific, but I think that's what we need. We need some very specific gifts that maybe it's not more broad for everyone, but you might be like, yeah, that's a really great gift to give so-and-so on my list. So I'm going to share everything that I have here. I have some things that have overlapped from years in the past, but also some new things. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and let's just jump right in. By the way, I am overheating. We have the heat on. We had our first snow last night. It's actually very magical outside, but it got up to 74 in my house, which if you know me, you know that is a sauna to me. So we usually keep our house at 68, sometimes even colder because we don't put the heat on that often in the winter. So I'm baking right now. I'm about to open up a window because I'm overheating. So sorry if I'm dying. Anyway, let's jump right in. So first and foremost, I'm going to talk about Miranda Fry because we have a promo. Before I even show you my favorite pieces, I'm going to share the promo first because it's very exciting. With a purchase of $100, you get any pair of earrings that you want for free. So how it works is you put $100 worth of Miranda Fry items in your cart, and then you pick out whatever earring you want on their website, add that to your cart, then you add my promo, which is Brianna promo, as the discount code, and it will deduct the cost of the earrings from your cart. I think this is one of their best deals. Normally my discount code is Brianna Fox for 15% off, which it actually used to be 10% off, but they upped it to 15% off. But yeah, I think this is a great way to get any pair of earrings that you want for free in conjunction with a $100 purchase. So I'll also put all of the details down below in case that was confusing. I'm going to share the pieces that I'm wearing right now because I'm decked out in their holiday collection. This is one of my favorite collections that they've ever launched. These are the dolly earrings, which if you know me, you know that the Drew Huggies are me and the Drew Huggies are just like this. I love those. And these are like the Drew Huggies, but just bedazzled, bejeweled, just sparkly holiday goodness. I'm obsessed with these. You will be seeing me wear these all throughout the holiday season. I think that they are gorgeous. Then we have the Bordeaux ring. This is probably my favorite ring that they've ever launched. I'm obsessed with this. I wore this out to dinner with my in-laws and my mother-in-law was like, oh my gosh, your ring is so beautiful. Is it Miranda Fry? Of course it is, because she knows that I wear Miranda Fry all the time. It's just such a stunning statement cluster ring. I'm obsessed with it. I think it goes with any outfit. Today I'm dressed a little bit more casually. I just have on this sweater and jeans, and then this ring just pops. But then I also wore this to an event with a dress and boots, and it's a pop. I'm obsessed with this ring. And then lastly, my necklace. This is the Josephine chain and this beautiful charm. I forgot the name, but I will put it on the screen. While being such a statement of a necklace, you can dress this up and dress this down as well. And that's what I personally love about Miranda Fry's jewelry in general, is that it's such high quality at such an affordable price for what you're getting. It doesn't tarnish. I've had pieces for over 7 years that look brand new. These have been my go-to #1 jewelry brand, and I've been recommending them for all of this time. So I'm so excited about this promo. Take part in it while you can. Again, add $100 of items to your cart, add whatever earrings that you want, add the promo code, Brianna promo, and then it will deduct the cost of the earrings from your cart so you get them for free. It's such a great promotion. It makes such a great gift for someone else or for yourself. I'll make sure to put all the details down below in the description box and also link the holiday collection down there below as well. By the way, that's not on just the holiday collection. I'm just raving about that because I'm obsessed with that right now, but it's anything on their website. Okay, moving on. This was actually gifted to me and I thought that it made a really great gift. So this is a Polaroid camera. I think this would make such a great gift to anybody in your life. So my father-in-law actually gave me this. He had 2 brand new ones because he collects cameras. He actually collects more than new cameras. He likes to collect old vintage antique cameras. He does a lot of film stuff. So he gave me this and also gave me some film to go with it. And I'm so excited. My plan is I would love to have a bowl on my coffee table and just have Polaroids in it so that when you're sitting there, you have guests over, whatever, you can just go through your Polaroids. Last weekend, actually, we went out to dinner with my in-laws and we took some Polaroids while we were there at dinner. So here's a couple. I'll put them up close. This is Ruben and his parents. The one of me and Ruben did not turn out, unfortunately. It would have been a really cute picture. But I just think there's something really special about this, just kind of getting away from digital cameras and just having, I don't know, just like having the photo at your fingertips. I feel like it kind of takes the magic away from it a little bit. There's something about like not knowing how it's going to turn out, waiting for it to develop. I don't know. I just think it's really special. But a way that you can get one for cheaper is actually, so these ones that we took were not with this Polaroid camera. It was with an old like vintage one that his dad found at an antique market. So if you like that more like vintage vibe, go on the hunt to your local like antique stores and try to find a used one. I think that would even be even more special, but I would also gift the film with it if you can. I just think it makes such a special gift. I love these and I can't wait to take more pictures and have it sitting on my coffee table. I think that that would make an excellent gift. Again, it doesn't have to be for just the woman in your life. It could be the man in your life. Yeah, I think it would make a really great gift. Kind of piggybacking off of that idea is creating a photo album. This was also a gift from my father-in-law. This is one of my favorite Christmas gifts I've ever gotten. He bought this photo album, which I think I need to take this plastic off now that I'm looking at it. At our wedding, we had a photographer, but like I was saying, he takes a lot of photos himself. He does more film photography. And so that day he was taking pictures of our wedding himself and just like more candids, which is actually what I was looking for from my photographer that I didn't get. Unfortunately, it was a lot of like posed photos and not so much candid photos. And so I have like this is just like Ruben and Pretzel outside the venue on our wedding day before the ceremony. I have pictures of like my family walking in. These are some of like Ruben getting ready with his mom. These are some from the ceremony, and it was just really special because I didn't know that he was even taking these pictures. Oh, and then we have our rehearsal dinner as well. That only took up this much space. I have this more to fill out, but I thought, you know what? This was it literally almost made me cry when I got this. I think it's just the thought that went into it, printing the pictures, putting them into an album. It like took effort. I don't know. It's just really special to me. Even if you don't have like a film camera or say you didn't even take the pictures, just printing out photos. Nobody prints out pictures anymore. And I think that it's a lost art. I think it's really special. And I think it really makes such a great gift, especially because it's already started. Now I was going to say this can motivate you to like get going and create more and like add more to the album. But as I say that, I got this as a gift 3 years ago and I still haven't added to it, but I plan to, and I keep this by my coffee table. So I can always flip through it because it's really special to me. So I think that this is a really nice special gift. It could be a gift for anybody. I think especially if you're not sure what to get, like let's say like your mom or dad or your in-laws or a grandparent, someone like that, if you're not sure what to get them, I think that they would love something like this because it is more personalized. It's special, you know? Okay, next up I have some books. The first thing is if someone is a book reader and they don't have a Kindle, I think that would be a really great gift. However, I'm someone who I do like to read, but I don't have a Kindle. I just don't know if I would really like one. I don't know. I say that not having one, so I'm not sure. But I wanted to give you 2 book recommendations that I personally really liked. They're 2 completely different genres. So the first one is Where the Crawdads Sing. I've lent this to a couple people in my life to read. I really loved this book a lot. I'd actually really like to read it again. Another good idea is you could give this book and then also the movie. Although as I was like thinking of like gift suggestions, then I thought, do people actually have like DVDs anymore? I never use my DVD player, which we don't even have one technically. It's just Ruben's Xbox. We just always buy and rent our movies on the TV. So maybe that's not a good idea anymore. But this did come out as a movie as well, and it's really good, but I just don't think it's anywhere near as good as the book. So I highly recommend this book. It's a little bit more of like a coming of age with a little bit of mystery in it, just beautifully written. And the character development is incredible. Then another one that's just a much different kind of vibe is The Silent Patient. I liked this one. It was mystery, a little bit of, would you say thriller? I don't know. It's like a murder mystery. Yeah, I really liked it. Those are 2 books that I would really recommend if someone is a reader in your life. Another thing that you can gift with the book would be like a reading light. I have one, but Ruben actually uses it in his truck because his speedometer lighting on his dashboard went out. So he uses the reading light so that he can see his dashboard. I'm out of a reading light until he gets that fixed. But I think adding that in conjunction with like one of the books would be a really cute gift. Next up on my list would be a game. I'm such a game person, so maybe this is just maybe a little particular depending on who you're buying for, but maybe you have a game lover in your life. And these are kind of classics, so maybe I'm not giving the best game recommendations, but whatever. These are some of my favorites. So you can't go wrong with Yahtzee. I freaking love Yahtzee. You know why I love Yahtzee? You can play it with other people and you can also play it by yourself. A lot of times I'm looking for ways to get off of my phone, to stop watching TV, just put on some music and just like be alone. And whether that be like reading a book or playing a game, Yahtzee is one of those games that you can actually play alone and I really enjoy it. Another thing that is, it's not necessarily a game, but it's something that you can, it's a nice thing to have near your coffee table when you have guests over because it kind of encourages really great conversation. So this is Table Topics and this is filled with questions. So let me give some question examples. What's the most beautiful place you've ever seen? And then everyone goes around and talks about the most beautiful place they've ever seen. Next one, what do you most admire about your parents? So they're just like more in-depth questions and gets people talking instead of sitting on their phones or watching TV or, you know what I mean? This is something that you can even use with people that you know very well in your life because how often do you talk about what you admire about your parents? You know what I mean? So I think this is really great. And then one that I don't have here, but it's one of my favorite games. It is a little inappropriate, but it's called Incoherent. It's basically Mad Gab, but a little bit more inappropriate. And I love that game. I'm actually no longer allowed to play it because I've somehow memorized like all of them. I'm not fun to play with because I know the answer so quickly, but it's such a fun game. It's one of those where like it'll say something in gibberish and then it sounds like something else and you have to figure out what it's actually saying. And it's so much fun because when you're playing it and you're saying the words out loud, you sound ridiculous. So it's so much fun. Okay, this is very niche, very, very niche. But I think this would make such a great gift and it's very inexpensive and it would be a harmonica. So over the summer, I decided to randomly learn how to play the harmonica and I practiced how to play when Ruben was gone at work. One day he came home and I just surprised him with the fact that I know how to play the harmonica. And it's just so much fun. I love playing it. I love learning it. And one thing, this is a spoiler alert for one of the things that's on my wish list is harmonica lessons. I would love to like learn from a professional because so far anything that I've learned has just been from me like researching it, trial and error, figuring it out. You can get harmonicas that are really expensive or you can get one like this that I think this one was $20. They even have some for $10. They're really not that pricey, or some of them aren't that pricey. I'll link mine down below if you're looking for a good one for someone to start with. Regardless of the brand, I would get it in the key of C. A lot of songs, there's a lot of options for songs in the key of C when you're learning the harmonica. And this is the first one that I got. So highly recommend. I know it's so random, but maybe someone's musical or has been wanting to play, or I don't know, maybe they're just like a little bit more like, what's the word? Like whimsical and like want to try new things. Like this could be like such a random gift that they would actually really like. So think about it. I think it'd be a really fun gift. Okay, this is very random, but I just think it would make a really great gift. A plant. So I got this from my kitchen. Ruben randomly brought me some basil one day and it was just really special because this summer we really worked on our garden together. We did tomatoes, jalapenos, poblano peppers, strawberries. We did onions. They did not do very well. But it was just such a fun thing to do together and it was really special when something would be ready to pick. I made this like sourdough toast with the tomatoes that we grew and it was just really special. So one day, like 2 weeks ago, he came home with some basil that we could have in our window and it was just really nice because now nothing's growing outside anymore and now we've got something that we can grow inside and I'm really excited. Anyway, it's just, I think would be a really thoughtful gift, especially if someone is like into cooking. You could give them like a cookbook and then some fresh herbs. You could do like an herb garden. Like they have those on Amazon where it's like different spots for different herbs. You could do cilantro, basil, parsley, like whatever. I think that would be a really great gift. Next up on my list is this neck massager. This was actually a gift from my mom to Ruben years ago, before we even lived in this house. It got left behind when we moved out of Ruben's parents' house. Ruben was over there the other day. He came across it and brought it back. It's the best. Now that I have it on, I look a little obnoxious, but we keep this by the couch. You can turn it on. It plugs in. I don't have the cord here. It's plugged in behind my couch right now. But it sits right here on the back of your neck. And there's different settings. There's heat. Oh my gosh, it works so well. The other day I had a headache and I used this and it rubbed the headache right out of my brain. Highly recommend it. It has these little like armholes here so you can just, hold on, stick your arms in and relax. Just lean back and relax. It's the best. I even kind of put it low. It didn't fit so snug on my lower back, but I had some lower back pain and it rubbed that as well. You know, these remind me of like back in the day, like a Brookstone store. Do you remember those? I don't know if that's still around, probably not. They had tons of like as seen on TV gadgets like this. And I feel like Christmases were like filled with those sort of things, like foot spas, massagers, like different little doohickeys. You know what I mean? So this just reminds me of like good old classic Christmas, getting a neck massager. Recently, I stayed overnight downtown with my friend Kelsey because we had this like work event that we were going to, and she let me borrow this. Literally looked like a virtual reality headset, but it was for massaging your temples and your eyes. If I can find that, I'm gonna link that down below as well because of that. If you have a headache, it also was warm too. What's up with all the warm stuff too? Like it just works so well. Highly recommend. It's something that like I feel like we don't buy ourselves, you know? Such a great gift. This next thing is so typical. This is just typical Christmas, but you just can't go wrong. My suggestions are more feminine because I am a woman, but you could do this exact same thing for a man, just customize it accordingly. And it would be just like a cozy set of whatever. So I think a bundle of like pajamas, a robe, and slippers. You could add a little face mask in there, maybe a little nighttime herbal tea, a cute little spa basket for like coziness would be perfect. So the slippers that I recommend, these are my favorites. I've had these for years and I love them. I got these on Amazon. They're so comfortable, especially if you run hot or the person that you know runs hot. These are great slippers for them because their feet are still open, but they're cozy at the same time. So cute. I freaking love these. And then I have my Barefoot Dreams robe. Highly recommend this. It's so cozy, perfect for winter time. All of my neighbors have seen me in this robe because this is what I put on when I take my dogs out to pee in the morning. It's just so cozy. And then pajamas, which I don't have here, but I will put some on the screen. You guys know I'm obsessed with those satin pajamas from Victoria's Secret. I think that they are just so beautiful, so comfortable, so cozy. I recommend sizing up so they're extra cozy. I think that like if someone gave me these exact things for Christmas, I would be obsessed. Okay, next up I have some things that I don't have here in person that I think would make really great gifts. Every year I recommend a car wash subscription. I think that is such a great idea. I love my car wash subscription. It's $20 a month, but I can go literally every day if I wanted to wash my car, especially in the winter when you're getting all that salt on your car and just all the from the elements. It just feels like almost like a pampering sort of thing. I got this idea because years ago, my dad gifted all of us kids, I'm the youngest of 5 kids, he gifted all of us a car wash subscription, or maybe it wasn't a subscription. It was like a bundle of multiple car wash slips to go multiple times and get them for free. So nice and so underrated, something everyone could use. This is now another gift card idea, but I feel like when we think of gift cards, we think Amazon gift card, Target gift card, which trust me, like if anybody gave me an Amazon or Target gift card or Starbucks gift card, I would be obsessed and thankful. But if you're trying to think outside the box and something like a little bit different, a movie theater gift card I think would be really nice because it's more of an experience, which kind of leads into my next thing is any kind of an experience. Maybe it's a concert ticket or going out to dinner, or maybe you're doing a cooking class. Those are things that are more experiences that you can gift somebody that isn't just something that they open right then and there and it's something tangible. You know what I mean? It's something again, the gift that keeps on giving. One more suggestion that I have that I don't have here is if someone is a collector of something, see if you can figure that out. So for instance, my mother-in-law collects this like old antique dinnerware or like old china. It's been discontinued. You can't find it anywhere. And so she has a whole collection of it, but there are certain pieces that she doesn't have. So I went on a hunt and I found, it was like this picture. It was for that specific antique collection. I was just kind of like talking to her about it, acting very nonchalant. I'm like, oh, what's the name of this? Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I'm like jotting it down in the notes section of my phone. And I went on Etsy and I found someone from Australia that sent it to me, which was very fun because they sent it to me wrapped in grocery store wrapping from their paper. And it was fun to see like Aldi in Australia with like their prices and like what they had. So then I also looked through that, which was kind of funny. But something like that, that's very niche, very specific. That's not going to be for everybody because not everybody collects something, but she loved it. We ended up giving it to her for Mother's Day, actually. I think something like that is a really great gift if there's someone in your life that has like a collection that you can add on to. Okay, so that's all of my recommendations. Now I'm going to get into what's on my wish list. Very specific and very niche, but I think that maybe some of these things you guys could get ideas from, or maybe even you could send this video to someone and be like, hey, check out her wish list. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Okay, so the first thing on my list is a brick device. So this is something that I saw some people talking about online, and basically like a hub in your home where you can like put your phone, and it will make it so that like you can't unlock your phone while it's on that device. It basically just helps you stay off your phone. It restricts you from using it, which sounds ridiculous. We all sound like babies, right? But it's gotten to that point. Like phones and social media are just like so addicting, and being on our phones is so addicting, especially for me because I use my phone for work. I'm always looking for ways to get away from it. So putting this on like a brick device, grabbing myself some Yahtzee or a book, oh my gosh, would be so helpful because sometimes it's hard to like, even though I'm telling myself, okay, we're going to unplug, we're going to do this game, we're going to read this book. It's hard to sometimes not let my mind wander and be like, okay, well, let me just open up my phone real quick. You know what I mean? So having something like that that like forces me to unplug would be really beneficial. Okay, what is next? A dog DNA test. So I have Pretzel's DNA results. We literally swabbed her before she was even my dog. I just knew she's gonna be my dog. But we need one for Petey. I have no idea what he is. Well, yes, I have an idea. He's gotta be a Chihuahua mixed with something. I just don't know what else he's mixed with. Some people have told me that they think that he's mixed with a pit bull, which is crazy because he's so miniature. But I can kind of see it when they say that, so who knows? But I would love a dog DNA test. I would love to swab that dog and find out what he is. Then you can learn more about your dog, what they're all about. You can learn like potential risks or things to look out for their breed, just like things like that. I would love to just learn more about my little Petey. Next up is a rug for my living room, so specific. I bought like a little sample, not a sample, but I bought like a little rug for in my kitchen in the color that I thought that I would want my rug for my living room, because the rug for my living room is so expensive. Then I was able to move that in my living room to see if that's the color that I would want, and sure enough, it is perfection. But that doesn't change the fact that the rug for my living room is like $1,000. So I should keep my eye out on Black Friday. I'm sure they're gonna have a really good deal, but that's something that has been on my personal list of things for quite some time. Next up, anything wiener dog related, especially if it's bougie. I know, very random, but like, okay, Anthropologie has like a line of like dachshund merchandise, and it's like mugs, plates, keychains, doormats. I'm obsessed. I love it all. I love it all, especially mugs. I'm a mug collector. We were talking about collections earlier. I'm a mug collector, and if you gave me a dachshund mug, I would love that. Anything wiener dog related, I'm obsessed. I am just obsessed. This would be good for other people as well. Onion goggles. It is just, I try to like build up my endurance with onions. I'm really good at cutting them and chopping them really fine. And it used to be where I could not cut an onion at all. And I thought, okay, because I would just cry. It burns my eyes like crazy. And I think some people just have more of a tolerance for it than others. I thought I was like building up a tolerance. Turns out, no, it still is so bad. And I think I need to just either buy myself some onion goggles or put it on my Christmas list. I need some ugly, big ol' onion goggles for when I'm cooking and chopping up onions, because it turns out I love onions and I cook most of my meals with onions. Next up, super random, a towel heater. So nice, especially for winter, just like a cute, cozy little thing. You put your towel in, heat it while you're in the shower, and come out to like a nice warm towel. Ugh, that would be so nice. When Ruben and I were in Alaska for our honeymoon, they had a towel heater. It was like a rack on the wall, actually. And I thought it was the coolest, most bougie thing. And it just like really makes it feel like more like a spa, like more like an experience. But yeah, that is a roundup of everything that I would recommend for Christmas. Those were my ideas. Leave your ideas down below. If you've ever gifted someone something that you know just like was a really great gift, or that you've received that was like one of your most memorable gifts, one of your favorites, please list those down below so that you can give us some ideas. Don't forget about that Miranda Fry promotion that we have going on right now. Get any pair of earrings for free with a $100 purchase. I'll put all of the details down below, and I will link every single piece of jewelry that I showed you here, as well as everything that I showed in this video. I'll put that down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing these videos. I'm always surprised that so many of you guys request this every single year, because I feel like a lot of times I have a lot of like the same kinds of ideas, but I don't know, I feel like it was a little bit different this year. Let me know your thoughts, and please list your gift ideas down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited that we are in the Christmas holiday season. I am decorating for Christmas tomorrow because it's snowing all day tomorrow, and I am just in the holiday spirit. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Bye.